Hey, good morning, guys. What's up? What's up? All right, gonna answer one of you guys' questions. Thanks for putting this out there. You're revealing a lot of secrets. Thank you, thank you. How do you say you can rank maps in every time? Do you have a step-by-step process? Sort of do. Especially interested in the length of blog articles you recommend and how frequent you get backlinks, so it's not too slow and not too fast. Okay, and I'm looking to rank my painter client at about a city of 700K, metro area about 2 million. Let me see. Yeah, 700K is not a problem at all whatsoever. So, alright, so I'm going to answer the question. I'm just rereading it just to make sure I understood it fully, right? Alright, so this is what you really want to know about, right? This part. Especially interested in length of blog and blind. So it's not too slow, not too fast. Okay, length of blog articles. Okay, really interesting question because a lot of people don't correlate their on-page SEO with their maps business listing. Okay, so let me go right into it. All right. First of all, just give you a few tips here and there. Obviously, as you guys know, it helps to rank if you have the location or the thing they do in the title, in the business name, right? So if you have like elite painter, that's his thing, and then you want to rank for the location, elite painters of, let's say, Long Island, NY, would not be a bad idea, right? But I don't want to get too many nitty-gritty here. I want to get straight to your question. What I am talking about is, actually I can't even show it in here, it's after you complete all this, alright? So you complete all this, and then, you get to the next part where I think it's after you verify the other, no, you don't even have to verify the listing before the other locations, other categories open up, if I can talk. Alright, so category here, you can put like, let's say painter, right? Painter. This is just one. After that, you can have as many categories as you want, more categories, right? Such as, I don't know for painters, but for roofers, there's roofing contractor, then there's concrete contractor. We sometimes do siding if they do siding, but we can do general contractor. If you have painter, you should find out what other categories can match. Spend some time, right? The sequence matters, right? First one should be painter, obviously. Second one could be general contractor, right? Just to find out a few more categories that is relevant to him and he cares about, obviously, and get at least like 2. I would say more like 3 or more, right? So this is how the on page should correlate, right? So this is painter, right? The first category is painter. So the H1 tag would have to have something with the word painter in it. I know it sounds so obvious, but maybe you'd put painting, right? I'm literally saying word for word, right? Have painter somewhere in the H1, okay? Best painters, best painter in blah, blah, blah. Something like that. Whatever it is, make it nice, and H1 should have the keyword. All right. Now, the next part, a lot of people don't do at all, is the content, right? What you want to do in the blog content, or, the page that you're putting in the Google My Business, that URL, usually it's the home page, should have the very next paragraph following the H1 content should have most of the qualifiers of the map. Alright, so let me show you what I mean. Westchester, right? Painters in Westchester. Okay. Maps come up? Yes, they do. Oops. Painters in. Best painters, maybe? Maps come up? Yes, they do. They don't always come up for all niches, right? Just take a look at what I'm doing. I don't know how to explain it properly. What else? Emergency. It's an emergency. They have to get painted right now. These are all the best emergency painters, right? Like they run to you with fucking buckets. Alright. You get the point, right? Qualifiers of the map, right? Get like 10 at least. 10 of these, preferably 20, because then you can do for the second category, right? All this will be lining up with this H1, right? Painters and painters. So the next paragraph should be rich in not just keywords for painters that it's going to help you for the, if you have a long-term SEO plan with the long tail keywords, all that shit, but it should literally target to hit a lot of like 5 to 10 of the qualifiers for the map, right, in the content, right? Get it? So that's a next part. H2 could be the second category. That's a general contractor. General contractor, some sentence with that. And then the content should have qualifiers for a general contractor. Now, go, you know your niche. Go what makes more sense, right? So like emergency painters, should I shoot for that a lot? No, I shouldn't, right? How about 24-hour painters? Probably not. High quality, maybe. I don't know. I never ranked a painter, but I didn't look into niche. But I know that if I was doing a plumber, I would do emergency. I would do 24. For emergency, it might be so important. I might even try to squeeze it into the H1, right? So you get my point, right? Go with the most important qualifiers that would actually help your client out, and then shoot for those in sequence, right? So that's one of the things about the blog. All right. Length of the blog. I usually shoot for 1,000. Unless the other people, okay. First rule is check the top ranking websites. Okay, who is currently there? Westchester Painting Plus, Home Advisor, I don't care. Storyline, okay. Go look at them and just like do a base check, right? How much content do they have? Looks like a decent amount, not too much, maybe like 300-400. I'm not sure. All right, obviously check it out. Get the average of the top rankers. They're not that thin. It's a little filled. There's a lot of stuff here. It's not that thin. You should do 1,000. You know what I mean? Like if I was ranking in Westchester 1,000, it's only if I see just pictures and barely any text, then I go maybe like 500, right? Because you don't want to be too off the common, like the common of the niche, common of that search, right? In that town or whatever Google already rewarded, you want to be in that range at least, right? On top, but then you want to like win it up by a little bit, right? If the average is around like 300, you can do like 500 and more, but do it better, more LSI keywords, more following the sequence of the categories with your Google My Business listing and things like that, right? So if I was in Westchester, I would do 1,000, right? I would just go for 1,000 keywords, and yeah, all right. So length of the blog articles you recommend, how frequent to get backlinks is not. All right, so backlinks are important, okay, but not nearly as important for maps as niche backlinks, right? So, okay, so let me explain it like this. You probably already know what I'm talking about, but I want to put emphasis on it, how much it differs, how much it matters, right? If I was getting a do follow link from a niche blog like Westchester Painter, well, that's like amazing, obviously, because that has both of the two things. It is Westchester and it is painting, right? If I was ranking for Westchester Painting, but even if it has just about painters, and if it's national, a do follow link for maps will mean much more than a very powerful normal link, right? Like from just about if it's not niche, if it's just about like, let's say, home improvement blogs or about anything, contractors, and it's just like the website is not about specific about a niche. God, I can't even think of but you guess what I'm saying, right? Niche matters a lot, but geo matters a lot too, right? So you have to kind of find out what's available to you. Now, I'll probably have to do a more extensive video on how to, find links and things like that. But basically, this will come down to try to get niche relevant backlinks, right? You don't go for anything broad. It just doesn't help anymore. Almost, right? In the long run, maybe you can get like some broad ones just for whatever reason, and if you're able to get powerful backlinks for not that much price, but it's not super niche, then you can get it. But in the beginning, don't care about all the metrics about, trust flow, citation flow, DA, all that stuff. Just look at what the domain is. If it's about painters, try to get them. If they have relevant links that are definitely put them on your list, right? And anything that's reasonable, priced, you should be able to go for those. And obviously a lot of times you can find these blogs just by doing a link research on your competitors, right? That's what I do. So that's with the backlinks. Now, how frequent can you get backlinks and it's not too slow and not too fast, right? So this will depend on a few things, right? Guys, if your client has a messed up, citation profile, I guess they call it, right? If he moved addresses, if he changed phone numbers, and there's a bunch of shit on the internet about his information that's mix and match and not consistent, that's a huge amount of work, right? That's a huge thing that has to be fixed right off the bat, right? So to answer that question, I would have to know that where he stands, right? If it's like he has a bunch of stuff that's not too powerful, but it's like not consistent, and you want to overpower it, there's a different way to go about it. And if you can't like clean it up, you don't have the account, you can't reach to the the owners to clean those up, then there's a different way to go about it. But if it's clean, then that's different. Then you can rank a lot faster. It's a breath of fresh air. So much so, it's almost similar to, when you get a client and it's like, you check out his like SEMrush or something and you see like he's getting a little bit of traffic, you're like, oh my God, links shall be sent from day one. Like that's like, you get a breath of fresh air. Like, it's nice to know that, because then you can send links right from the bat. Now, if it's a new website, then you can't. I almost shouldn't even send any links. All I'll do is I'll do citations, make sure everything's clean with citation profile, get him all the competition citation links. By citation links, I mean like, when you're doing that link research and you see that they have like those niche comments, even if it's a blog comment, I still get them that shit, right? I consider that very powerful. If I'm trying to rank for Westchester painters, and there's and I do a research on these guys, and they have like bum ass links from like blog comments and stuff like that, I get them that shit, because that's for blogs that are about Westchester painters. It's not easy to get that, yeah, so I go a huge extent to that, to the point where my business partner actually he owns a directory for Connecticut. Okay, so one of our clients, we don't do that for all our clients, obviously, because we only have one client in Connecticut, but it helped a lot. He owns a directory that gets about 350 traffic every single day. So it's a very powerful directory, and it's actually part of his side business. So I'm able to get links from there and get 7 to 10 posts whenever I want, if we get clients there, right? So we only have one right now, but hoping to get more, because that's a boost. But do you need a directory? No, you don't. I'm just saying, like, the extent we that I would go to do that, right? So that's really important. Anyways, so let me try to come full circle with your question. How frequent can you get backlinks? Okay, given that he has a clean profile, you can first of all start with all the citations and everything's clean, squeaky, consistent, boom, done. Next, get all the links you can get. You can do this in the first month from the competition, right? All the blog comments, little links here and there that are niche relevant, and more importantly, geo relevant, right? They're in the area that you're trying to rank, and then you can get them, right? After that, if you're trying to hit them with like PBNs and stuff, then obviously it matters on what's the age of the website. If it's already getting some traffic, does it have some rankings already? Like, do you rank for some stuff, some terms already in the first page? That's one thing I'm starting to do, like, get them in the first page for some long tail keywords first that I can usually do just with on-page changes and a few citation links and social media around it and all this stuff, like, to completely fulfill their entire profile and their presence. And once I see them ranking for a few things, then I start hitting them with some PBN links that are not exact match whatsoever, just with their brand or URL, and I'll just do maybe 1 or 2 a month in the beginning, especially if it's a new website. Now, if your client has traffic coming, right? See, like, it comes down to traffic so much, guys. So much can be forgiven if you have traffic. Like, I've seen websites where they barely have any kind of other links, and I hit them with exact match, and they were fine. right? It was still risky because, you know, it was like earlier on in my, you know, it was like a couple of months ago. I still, you know, learning and testing these things, but they were fine. They took it like a champ. Compared to now, if I hit them, they start dancing all over the place. They get stuck in, you know, pages below where they currently were. All of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck? That was a clean PBN. I even tested it. I'm like, and then I realized, like, shit, you shouldn't send PBN links right off the bat, right? So that's my answer to that, right? It's going to depend on if you can tell me, like, comment. Again, I'll make another video. I don't care. Comment exactly what your client stands in, right? How long has it been? Is his profile clean? What kind of backlinks does he have? What's his, like, give me a, you know, his anchor text profile a bit, you know, like an average summary of it a bit, and then I can tell you exactly how many links you should send. But you get the point, right? You don't need me to tell you exactly how many, I guess, unless you really want to. But see where they stand. If they're getting some traffic, then you can be a little bit lenient. Maybe one every week, I would say. You know, doesn't take much. You're trying to rank in the maps, right? A lot of it has to do with stuff you do with map stuff, right? With geo, with citations, with your on-page, with your social profiles, and interlinking all over the place. It can go as deep as you want, but that's my answer to this. Don't want to make this any longer. Hope that helped. But please do comment if you have any other questions. I'll make another video.